morning everybody. This is a little bit of an impromptu video because I'm actually cleaning the motorhome and I wasn't thinking about doing a video, and then I thought, hang on a minute Carol, why don't you make a video whilst you're cleaning? So that's what I'm going to do. The reason I'm cleaning the motorhome is because I've got a road trip planned next week. Now, I have already spoke about this in my members only video, so they already know, but I'm going to tell you lot now that yes, I am going away. I'm going to South Snowdonia. So yeah, like I did say in the other video, if you're thinking of going to South Snowdonia, oh, that's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? South Snowdonia, give it a miss. Because I'm going to be there and it no doubt will be raining. Little rain cloud following over the top of the motorhome. But I want you all to hope and pray that doesn't happen. Right, so I thought let's give Daisy a right good clean. And you know what I'm actually doing? Many years ago, I went out with a guy and I thought he was really weird because he had a Renault Laguna. It was a lovely car at the time. I'm going way back now. Ellis was only, he was only a baby. And he used to clean his car every Sunday. It was his pride and joy. And he used to clean, you know, the vents with cotton buds. And I thought, weirdo. Like, okay. Why don't you just give him a little wipe over with a cloth like I do? I was going to say most people, but I'm probably not like most people. But yeah, he used to clean them with a cotton bud. And guess what I'm doing? I'm cleaning mine with a cotton bud because I can't believe. Look, you see that? Isn't that disgusting? So when my heater is turned on, all that muck is blowing at me. So yeah, I'm giving it a good clean so I won't get clogged up nasal membranes when I go away next week. I don't need anything else going wrong or happening to me. So I'm giving them all a good clean. I have cleaned the outside. Here's a question for you. Do you think it's a bit strange to clean your car or your motorhome or your van, whatever you've got, just with a soft long-handled brush and a bucket of water? Because I get people walking past and go, oh, that's a cheat's way, isn't it? But I don't think it is. I think it's a really good way because A, if you've got nail varnish on, you don't chip all your nail varnish in and out the water, and there's no point wearing marigolds, not for that job, because they end up filling up with water at the top, because I like a deep bucket of suddy water. So yeah, I came up with the thing. It's much easier to just, well, I didn't come up with the thing, I've not invented it, but yeah, to just get a soft bristled broom and plunge it in the bucket and give whatever a good scrub and then hose it down, and that's fine. It's clean. It's going to get dirty when it's on the roads anyway, so we don't need to be wasting our time too much, do we? Right, and I know this, like I say, this is a bit of a different video, but because I'm not, oh, I bent my cotton bud now, I need a new one. That's another thing actually I'm going to mention. You know, since they got rid of the plastic things, can anyone recommend a good cotton bud which aren't really bendy? Because all the cotton buds that I seem to buy are just rubbish and they just bend really easily. So yeah, comments, what are the best cotton buds? But yeah, what I'm thinking of doing this week whilst I'm back in Southport is maybe do little daily videos, because I'm not really planning on going anywhere until next week. So yeah, just let you see what I get up to on a daily basis when I am back at the bricks and mortar place. So today, yes, I am cleaning the car, well, cleaning the motorhome, and I've got an unpacking of something which I'm going to do in a minute, because something was meant to be coming tomorrow, what I ordered, and the guy has just delivered it now, so it's come a day early. Once again, members, you know what this is going to be, but you'll get to see me actually unpacking it. Not too sure how I'm going to cope with this thing that I've bought, but once again, I will be asking for a few little tips if any of you are familiar with these items. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to carry on cleaning my vents with my cotton buds, and then I'll unpackage. I'll open my box for you all. What I have also found is with having Toby in here quite a lot with me, and Molly, she's as bad, I do get a lot of little wet noses. Oh, for those of you who are new, Toby is my kitten and Molly is my cocker. But yes, I get lots of little nose prints along my windows where they're looking at the great outdoors. So I might as well give them a clean as well. Oh, I'm being very thorough today. What it is, I'm actually just putting off going in and sitting in my sewing room making a bear, because while the weather is so nice, I'd rather be out here doing something. I do actually really wish I was going away today, because it's really, really lovely and sunny. It's definitely cooler. There's definitely that nip in the air, but it's just the sun. It makes you feel so much better. And I've got clean windows to actually enjoy it now. Lovely. Right, let's get this box. Let's see. Can't believe it's come a day early. Now there are also, are you a bit far away there? Bear with, let me move you a little bit for the big unveiling. Right, is that a bit better? Yeah, looks a bit better from here. Right. Oh, it's like Christmas. I'm saying this, I just hope it is actually what I think it is. I seen the battery bit and I thought, oh, yes it is. Right. Oh, I can't outright bear with a sec. Right. Discard the box. So, it is, da da da, phone and gone and bought a drone. So, I've got the DJI Mini. Now, the only reason I got it was because I know that I've spoke about it a few times now about getting one, but they're quite a pricey thing, and for those of you who know what I'm like, I'm a little bit clumsy. I'm not very good when it comes to technology, and I just thought these are just way beyond me. I am not going to be able to fathom them out whatsoever. However, I've watched quite a lot of YouTube videos, and I think I might I might get at least one flight out of it before I crash it or something. And it was a lot cheaper than it was meant to be. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, when you go on to Amazon, they will have the item and then they have the price, and then below it they will have it will come up like used but good condition, used but fair condition. And years and years ago I used to completely ignore that, because I thought it actually meant they were kind of like second hand. What it tends to be with Amazon is that they've been returned. So like the packaging is usually a bit damaged, but the items themselves have not been used. But obviously they can't, I don't know if that's true with everything, but everything that I've bought, that's been the case. So I'll always now look and see, is there anything in that section? Not all items are listed like that, but a lot are. So by going for the one that was in the used, but this was used but good, there was £60 off it. So it came in at just £200, which I think is pretty, in fact, no, it came in a little bit less than that actually. So I think that's pretty good. I'd rather, well, I wouldn't say I'd rather lose £200 than 300 because I wouldn't want to lose anything whatsoever, but I feel a little bit more reassured it's not cost a lot more. I mean, because some of them are like £400-500, some of them are even more. There's no way for a starter drone I'm going to pay that. So see, if you look, this has obviously been opened and repackaged, so then yeah, they can't sell it as new, can they? might have to edit this bit out because it's taken a while to get into. Right, I am there. Right, so, and the good thing is I have already got my DJI app, because you have to do the app, look, and I've already got that set up, so you have to apparently scan it before you fly this. Now look, that has not been opened by the looks of it. That looks to me, that is original packaging. So yeah, it's probably just a case of somebody has just bought it and changed their mind. Yeah, look, it's all packaged as it should be. So there we go, top tip from Carol there. Although you probably already all know that. It's quite exciting, isn't it? I am quite nervous though as well. What I'm going to do is go somewhere, obviously where it's not windy and there's no trees, because they're apparently the two biggest ways that people lose them, either flying over trees and they crash or they get stuck, or if the wind takes them. So this particular one, I think it has a return to base as well, so if the battery starts going flat or anything like that, or it picks up there's any little problems, it'll come back home. But then again, it'll probably be like, no, Carol Ann's my owner. I'm gonna probably do one on me. So next week in one of my videos we're going to be flying this. I'm not going to do it, I can't do it here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fly it over houses anyway. It's not really fair on neighbours, is it? Probably think I'm spying on them. So yes, I shall put all this together later on. But there you go, yeah, got myself a drone. So much for me finishing off this video yesterday. After I'd left you after the unboxing, well, you're not going to believe what happened. I had to sit a test. Yeah, I had to use my brain a little bit. So I went online and I thought, right, I'm just going to watch another YouTube video about the drone now as I've actually physically got it. And anyway, I watched this video and yeah, let's just say the outcome of it kind of threw me a little bit, because I thought, right, I'm going to get this drone. I'm not going to speak too much about it on here because this is actually a whole video on its own. But basically, I thought I'll get the drone, I'll set it up, throw it up in the air, do a little bit of flying, do a little bit of recording. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and there you go, I've got some footage. Oh no, I've wrote it down. So because we're now September 25, all the laws and the rules have changed again regarding them. So you've got to register with the Civil Aviation Authority, or the CAA as they're called to us in the know. And if your drone is over 100 grams, which most drones are, you also have to have an operator ID, which I think you've had to have that for quite a while, and you have to have a flyer ID. And it's the flyer ID one, which is a test that you've got to do online, and it's like a 40 questions, multiple choice answers. So yeah, yesterday afternoon I was sat filling out all the forms for the CAA and doing this test, and guess what, I passed. I got 34 out of 40, which it was a pass, so that'll do, won't it? Some of them were like, do you know what, some of them were really obvious things, but some of them were a little bit it was all to do with like how high you can fly and where you can fly, and different, it put you in different scenarios. Some of them were really silly, like the silly answers, which it was like, yeah, it's so not that. So also what you've got to do is you've got to have a remote ID now. This is a new one that they've brought in. So what you've got to do is, like, if you've got a DJI one, you go onto your app and you've got to actually register your remote ID. So if your drone's up and about flying, yeah, it can be recognised or something. So it's all a little bit more complicated than I thought, and I am glad that I did actually go and watch this video, because I did actually message a few friends yesterday who've got drones, and I'm like, oh, I've just been sitting my test, and they knew nothing about it, and they've had drones for years. So I think there's going to be a few people going online today and getting that done. So that's that anyway about the drone. Still not actually flew it anyway, because I've also found out I can't do it in the garden because I'm in a no-fly zone, because we've got an RAF base close by. So yeah, it's still in the box, and it will be used next week at some point. So look at the weather again. It is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why I've got long sleeves on today. I think I'm gonna have to go and get changed. So jobs for today. I put some wallpaper up yesterday on this wall here, which I will show you. And I've been and got a storage unit for in the wardrobe. And what else am I going to do? I'm finally getting around to doing the bottom of the door where the flies. Oh, it keeps going dark. That's me wafting my hand, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to do the bottom of the door while it's nice, and then I've got all my bits done in here then, ready for going away. So I did consider, could I just go now, because this weather is absolutely amazing, but all my sites are booked, and yeah, I've got a bit of work I need to do, so I'm gonna get that done. Definitely, I'm gonna do that tonight. I think what I'm gonna do while the weather's nice is potter about in the day, do what I need to do, sort of like motorhome, car wise and stuff, and then yeah, just work of an evening, because it's a bit dark, isn't it, of a night, so nothing else to do, might as well get a bit of work done. There was something else I was going to tell you, but that just escapes me. Why does it keep going dark like that? What is it? I thought it was my hand. It's not, is it? Is it when... Oh, I don't know. Sorry about that. Anyway, right, I'll show you my wall. Right, I'm going to show you my wall. I am really pleased with it. I think it looks lovely. Oh, I know. I know I was going to tell you. I just popped up to Dunelm then, because I got this wallpaper from Dunelm. But because I didn't need a lot, I done my usual. I'm not buying a whole roll. Just got a couple of samples, and it has done this wall. But I've now decided I want to do, like, you know, so you see, like, oh, it is my arm under the window, but on the other side, because that's going to be like my dining area. However, they haven't got any wallpaper. It's now discontinued, so I don't know whether to try and look online and see if I can get a roll, and yeah, I'll have to pay for that or do I come up with a different idea for that wall. But I'm absolutely loving it. It's just sitting here now looking at all my bits of green and my tiles, and I've got my bathroom door open, which looks like a jungle, with the wallpaper. Stop doing that. Right, I'm gonna have to move the camera, but yeah, I absolutely love it. So right, I'll show you all now. Stop waffling. Yeah, what do you reckon to that then? It's definitely looking it's looking more girly, more me, and now yeah, it's a bit more personalised and individual, a bit like myself. And then I've got my little print from Malham Cove. I thought that looked quite nice in there as well. Well, thoroughly spoiling you now. I'm letting you watch me flush my tank out. Yeah, so when I got the motorhome, there wasn't a tap for my wastewater. So when it went back in, to have a few things done, like a little snagging list I'd made. One of them was I wanted a new tap putting on. So they'd put the tap on, yes, making sure it's running through. They'd put the tap on, but what they'd also done was cable tied the pipe to the underneath of the motorhome. So my water, I've only just realised, is not, the tank's not emptying fully. So I bought some of this waste pipe and tank cleaner because it was getting a bit smelly. But of course it is going to get smelly because it's retaining stinky water in the bottom of my tank. So I have now just... Sorry, I did have to stop filming because one of my neighbours was using very choice language. Yes, so I bought some of this, and like I say, it was still smelling. So now, as I've actually got down on my hands and knees, cut the cable tie, it's all running out. So what I'm doing is just, I've got the taps running, I'm filling the tank, I'm flushing it all through, and then what I'll do is put some of that in and leave it overnight, and then do the same thing tomorrow. So fingers crossed I won't have smelly tank, well, a smelly tank. I haven't shown you my covers either, have I? Remember I said I was on about recovering because they were all like this pattern, which, yeah, it's a bit horrible, it's a bit faded, a bit dated. So I just got these stretchy, they're just elasticated covers off Shein for all the cushions, and I think they've made it a bit more modern. And do you know what, they're really soft and cozy as well. You will notice I have got throws on them all because obviously cream covers, a dog like Molly, yeah, probably wasn't my best choice, but they're all washable, so it is what it is. If they get a bit mucky, they get a bit mucky, but it looks nice for now. You watch, in a few weeks you're going to see like a very, very dark green on there. But I didn't want to go too dark because I want to give like a feel of brightness, because that is what I absolutely love about this motorhome. So this is like my third motorhome now. My first one, Edna, she was quite bright, but she was very, very small now. And then the next one, the Highwayman, obviously that was very, very dark inside because the windows were so small, didn't have any roof lights. So yeah, it was a bit depressing and dark. But this one, it's just, oh, you feel like you're definitely outside when you're inside. I love it. And yeah, big windows, massive big skylight. I've got another one there. So yeah, I still can't get these off though. This every woman, every man join the caravan of love. That was on when I got hit, when I bought Daisy, but it's glued on and I don't want to take it off because I know it's gonna rip the like the laminating wood bit off there. So do you know what, it can stay on. And there's another little one there, but yeah, I love it. Right, I'm going to carry on getting this tank drained. Just can't wait to go away now. I'm so excited, I really am. Just think, this time next week we're going to be sat, where are we going to be sat this time next week? What day is it? Tuesday. Oh, we're going to be sat at the back of a pub this time next week. We might even have a cheeky drink while we're there. Let's see, where are we? I'll get it down to about quarter and then I'm going to put my cleaner in. Oh, that's going a bit slow. I don't like the pump running too, yeah, I don't like the pump when it starts making a bit of a slow noise because then you just start sucking all the air through. Right, I'm going to get my cleaner in it now. Well, I think I'm going to end this video now. Let me know what you think of these little daily vlogs. Do you want to see them? Do you find them interesting? Do you find them boring? Let me know. Be nice though, please. Don't be too harsh on me. just put your thoughts in the comments box, as well as all the cotton bud things and everything else that I've asked you. So I am in fact now just waiting for my friend Pete to pop round, because I have a problem with my fuel filler cap, as in I can't get it off. Did go to the, start again. I went to Morrison's the other day when I went out on my little drive, pulls up on the forecourt. 5 minutes later I was pulling off the forecourt with no fuel because I can't get the cap off. So he's going to come round and have a look at it for me. I've sprayed it with WD-40, I've done everything you're meant to do, I've wiggled it, I've jiggled it, I've done everything to it. It is not budging. It's moving, but just not actually unlocking and coming off. So it might be a case of drilling it out and getting a replacement, which hopefully Pete will do that for me, because I don't fancy drilling the fuel. You know what it is? I have this thing about metal. If you've got to drill into metal, it just goes through me. Cutting metal, I'm shivering now. It makes my hands go tingly thinking of it. Just like, it's not for me. So any jobs like that, I have to get my good friend Pete to do for me. Hopefully we're going to get that off. If not, I don't know, I'll have to phone the RAC and see if they can sort it. So I'll do that, check all my fuel levels under the bonnet, and then I'll be good to go. So anyway, right, did say I'm going to end it, so now I definitely am. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.